Hello and welcome. This video I'm going to show you our Avid folder for this year and how to use it and all that good stuff. So let's begin. So first of all, your child's Avid folder, depending on what class they're in, will depend on what color they have. So for instance, in Mrs. Alvarez's class, they're green, and in Miss Marcelino's, they're blue. And in Miss Seyfried's, they are black, and I believe in Miss Taylor's, they are pink. So depending on what class you're in will depend on the color you have. You will see your child's name and their teacher's name and their room number. You will also see the alphabet here, and it matches our cards in class. You will also see the sharing schedule here, and it tells you when we're sharing what letter. So you can always look here for the sharing schedule, and it shows here, for instance, the week of September 20th, our letter project will be the P and the B. For September 27th, our sharing project will be T and D. October 4th, Unit 1 project. And we will be sharing instructions. We will be sending home instructions on what exactly that's all about. Now, let me open the green Avid folder. So when you open it, you should see right here in the front pocket, it says, please return to school. Por favor de regresar a la escuela. All of this in this side of the folder is where our homework goes, as well as anything that needs to be returned to school. For instance, if there's anything that we sent home that needed to be signed, this is where you would have your child place the items to be returned back to school. You will also see the home communication page here, and this needs to be in here daily. And it also needs to be signed by a parent every single day. This is proof that the homework was completed with the parent and that all of these items were completed. Okay, please look for another video in our Google Classroom that explains this in a little bit more detail. Okay, but this is where we place our homework and anything we need to be returning back to school. Now I'm going to flip all the way to the back. Boom! This is the back pocket. Now this pocket, it says, please keep at home. Favor de dejar en casa. So anything that's here in this pocket should be left at home. So I always tell my students, when you get home, take all of this out, and I say, give it to your parent. Okay, so things, for instance, it would be like any flyers from school that just need to be, given to families to be read, any information like that. You would find things like that here. You also, at sometime in the last couple weeks, we sent home all these flashcards, and we sent home baggies so that you can cut them. And a lot of information has been sent home, and this is where you would have found it. So when your child comes to school each day, this pocket should be empty. This pocket, because that's the stuff we leave at home. Okay, and going back to the front, so now I'm in the front again, you will see a sharing schedule of some kind that tells when your child is sharing. Now I have another example here because mine doesn't have it. This is one of my students' folders, and you will have a sticker that says when your child is sharing. So like for instance, this child, it says your child's sharing day is Friday. So this child is sharing on Fridays. That is her day. Okay, so something that I had placed in the folder was to put what day. It's just another chart that shows what day that your child is sharing. So every Friday, this child would be sharing on Fridays. So the week of September 20th, when we share the P and B, that student will share on Friday. On that week, her sharing day will be on Friday, and that's when she will share the P and B letter project. Okay, and then the week of September 27th, on that Friday, she will share the T and D letter project, and so on and so forth. Okay. You will also find things like a bell schedule. It's in English and in Spanish. You also find other important information like the school calendar, the district calendar, I mean. We also have this letter to families explaining Avid in more detail, and this whole folder. So here's the English version and the Spanish version. And basically, this Avid folder is to help students to get more prepared for the rest of their schooling. So for junior high, high school, and even college, and hey, even getting career ready, right? So this is to help our students to be more organized and to just set them up for success for the future. Okay, and then you'll also find, our kindergarten fluencies by trimester. It's so beautiful. So we have trimester 1, trimester 2, trimester 3 for reading, language arts, writing, and math. So things that we are testing and we want them to know for trimester 1, it says, I can recognize all my letters and sounds. So we want the students to know all their letters and sounds by the end of trimester 1. Okay, and we also have dates down here of when progress reports will be. So you can take a look down here how in September you'll be seeing progress reports for trimester 1 that's coming. And then here's the trimester testing dates that they will most likely begin will be in October. So be looking for that. And we will be sharing results with families during parent-teacher conferences, or we may just send home the results. So we also, it says I can syllabicate compound words. I can blend. We want the students to be able to blend. I can isolate beginning sounds. I can read high-frequency word lists 1 and 2, which are our heart words. We'll be sending those home shortly. I can speak in 1 complete sentence, and we're looking for that whenever the children are speaking in class, when we're sharing and when they're raising their hand to answer. We're encouraging them to be able to speak with complete sentences. I can write letters. We want them to be able to write letters. I can recognize numbers 0 to 10. We want students to be able to recognize numbers 0 to 10 in order and, hey, out of order too, in any order. Okay, so look out for the fluencies there, and they're in English and they're in Spanish. Okay, and we might, add more. You might see more in your child's folder depending on who their teacher is. You might even see rules or other reminders, and we may, change these out from time to time. So just, always check your child's folder each day for changes and for updates and all that good stuff. And then on the very back, we also have here, we have our kindergarten high frequency words for trimester 1, trimester 2, trimester 3. So they're here. You can always just have the kids practice them. And then we also have our 2D shapes, 3D shapes. And hey, look at that, numbers 1 through 20. So your child could be practicing numbers here high frequency words or shapes, and they could even be practicing their letters and sounds. They could use their folder for all their learning, but definitely use the flashcards that we've sent home to practice as well. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact your child's teacher by email or by the Remind app. And just let us know if you have any questions about the Avid folder or about anything else. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching my video, and have an awesome day. Bye.